Hi, how are you? Gonna get my eye primer on. This takes just a little bit because we're gonna be using some powder shadows today. I've been keeping my makeup very simple lately because my eyes have been dry, and so I've been wearing my glasses. So I didn't have to peel off my contacts with a chisel or dig around in my eye. Just not having good luck with that lately. So I've been wearing my glasses. And I do like my glasses. I really do like my glasses. And it's nice to keep simple eyes sometimes. But you know what? Today, we're going to glam it out. We're going to go for it today. Let me see if I can do this real quick. I'm also going to do the reverse and do my lips first because they're dry. So I'll put some lip butter on them first, so they won't feel so dry. This is Sunday Brunch. Isn't it pretty? Really like it. I'm loving these. Okay, yeah, there I am. Look. Woohoo! Share to a page. I think this is so cool. Won't take me but a second. Publish. Can you hear me? Okay, yeah, you could probably hear me. Okay, let's see, what are we gonna do today? I looked up what was available for a quad palette, and so I made a palette. And I'm gonna tell you an option in case you don't like this one. But I didn't check to see if it was there, sorry. Laid back instead of optimistic, if you would prefer a matte instead of that sparkly light color, okay? Laid back would be the color that you choose there instead. All right. Other than that, we're going to use Optimistic Abounding. This is a peachy, hi Kendra. This is a peachy shimmer. I really like it. I didn't think I was going to like it. I don't usually go for peach colors on me, but I really like it. Earthly and marvelous. So it's a pretty plain neutral palette, but we're going to glam it up because I just feel like it. I haven't done it in forever. I hope I haven't lost my touch. Hope it's like riding a bike because it's been a while. Say hi when you get on so we can chat. Okay, so we're going to start with, I've already done my eye primer. We're going to start with Earthly. I've already also done the rest of my face. I used, let me explain. I didn't use any eye cream today. There was a reason behind that. You don't care. I didn't use any concealer today either. There's a reason behind that. You don't care. So all I have on is regular primer, our regular basic primer, Touch Glorious primer, stick foundation, some contour, and some blush, and some setting powder. That's all I have on right now. And then I just added what did I just add? Eye primer. Y'all, this is only my second tube of eye primer. I got my first one in my kit, and I'm so thankful I did because I would have thought this was not necessary. Makes such a difference. This is only the second tube since I've been selling Unique. So more than 4 years. There you go. So, okay, we're going to start with this Earthly. We're going to start in the transition area. We like to do a medium color, usually matte, preferably matte, in this area right here. This is going to allow us to mix our shades, and it's going to start bring some of the depth in to our eyes. My bangs are really long, and I don't want to trim them myself because I go on Saturday. And I just make a mess out of them. It takes me, oh, and see, when I did my contouring, I did right down there on that side and not on this side. And now that my bangs are gone, you can see that. So let's just erase that. Okay. Enough of that. Earthly. So circles and rainbows. And look how high I'm letting that brush get up on the brow bone. That is the thing that you just have to get used to. It took me a while to get used to it. I sometimes fail to do it over here. It's just going to really create depth and drama in your eyes. It's really going to open up your eye and allow for more color. And I just think you're really going to like it. But at first, you're going to feel like I'm putting too much makeup on. This is ridiculous how much I'm putting on. You're just going to feel that way if you're not used to it. Okay, so it's almost, I'm almost meeting my eyebrow here to create this depth. Okay, this is the shade Earthly. I really like this shade because it can go on lightly. See? For those of you that like light but need a little bit of a transition, or you can deepen it up, and it can also serve as your crease color by just applying more, layering it. So see how high I'm getting up there? Not all the way to the brow, not all the way to the brow. That would look silly. Circles and rainbows, but pretty high up. Say hi when you hop on. I'd love to chat with you. It's Monday of spring break. And I would love to chat during the middle of the day. We can take this down now. That looks totally dumb and my hair's probably already dented from it. I woke up today just ready. I have no idea why. Ready to conquer the world. I don't know why. But I'm going with it. Okay? So we're pretty high up there. Circles and rainbows. All right, let's get the lid color. I'm going to use Abounding on my lid. This is the Abounding color. Isn't it pretty? It makes me want to get a few more of the peachier tones. I usually don't, like I said, I usually don't go for peach, but this one I really, really like. So I'm going to use the liner shader brush. Liner on this end, shader on this end. And it's a brush, but I'm going to pat it on because this is very shimmery. By patting, I'm reducing the fallout onto my face. And I'm also getting more product on where I want it, and so I'm using less because I don't have to keep going back over it, if that makes sense. Keeping it right on the lid. So my eye is open, so I can keep it right on that lid. Okay? Isn't it pretty? Patting it on. Keep that eye open so you can see where to stop. See if I can see in this mirror too. I added an extra light. I was hoping to use the sunlight this week, but not today, not yesterday, and not today. It's been rather dreary. Okay, so you can choose to either do the laid back, or since I'm going to go for it, I'm going to go for it with the Optimistic, but you could choose to do the laid back as your highlighter if you prefer to not have conflicting shimmers. Hello, hello, hello. I'm just going to go for it today. I don't usually do both, but I haven't done full-on big old eye makeup in a while. I'm just going to go for it. So I'm going to take that Optimistic and I'm going to put it in the arch of the eyebrow. Okay? Right in the arch. I'm also going to do something else with it in just a second. I haven't done my brows yet. I meant to do them before I got on here. Oh well, okay. It's okay. Okay, so now I've applied 2 other colors, so I'm just going to go blend all of these edges. Nice and light. Hold it at the end. You're not coloring with it, so don't hold it like a pencil or a crayon. Hi, Miss Hackle. How are you? You didn't go skiing? Okay, there we go. So I'm also going to do a little bit of Optimistic. What brush am I going to use? I'll use the same brush. I'm going to pop some Optimistic right here in the tear duct area to brighten that inner eye. Okay, just makes you look a little more awake. Okay, there we go. That wasn't hard. All right, now I'm going to go with a fluffy crease brush because we're going for it today. I'm going to take this Marvelous. You could stop here. If this is what you're comfortable with, then stop here. But I'm going to show you what you can do by adding the depth. Sorry, my nose has just started to start running. Okay. Please don't have to put the clip back on. So this is going to be in a 7 or an L. Hi, Beverly. How are you? I just waved at you. An L or a 7 shape, okay? Or a V. If you want to do it smaller, you can do just a tiny V. I like to make it a little bigger than that to really get the drama going. And I am using a fluffy crease brush today because I do want it to be a little bit bigger. So I'm also keeping my eye open so I can make sure that it's peeking up through the crease. I want to see it a little bit here. I don't want it to just sit in the crease and not do anything and not be able to see it. I want to see it peeking up over the crease. That's what's going to bring the shadow in. That's what's going to bring the drama in. Okay. See the difference? See the difference that it makes to add that dark shadow? A lot of people are afraid of the dark shadows, but they really do bring in the drama. Okay, I'm going to blend that out lightly. Okay, see? So much more interest there, so much more spark. Okay, so same thing over here. This eye, everybody's face is lopsided to some degree. This side doesn't match this side exactly. So one of the things is that this eye tends to hang down a little lower. So to counteract that, I come up a little higher with the darker color to kind of lift it back up again. Anybody done anything super fun today? I said earlier, I woke up on fire this morning with lots of ideas, vim and vigor. I don't know why. I don't know why. I don't know what the difference was, but I have been working all day on different things. Is that on my eye or on my phone? Okay. It was on my eye. There it is. Okay, so I came up a little higher to counteract the sagginess over here. It's not really saggy, it's just set lower. And I can see that color peeking up over the crease. Blending brush, nice and light. Blend out those edges. What do you think so far? What do you think so far? Okay, so now I'm going to take, this liner brush because I don't want to use my other one because I'm going to use that for something else. I'm going to take this Abounding, okay, and I'm going to come under the eye with it. And since it's lighter, I can go ahead and come all the way across the eye with it. Bring a little mirror in here. And I didn't use concealer, so this may be a huge mistake to bring attention here since I haven't used any concealer today. Or eye cream. I just didn't. I don't. There was a reason why. I forgot to go back and fix the reason. It was too late, so we're just doing it. I'm actually switched to the crease brush because I can do it bigger since it's lighter. And hopefully this won't accentuate my wrinkles too much, since I didn't use any eye cream or concealer. But I want to go for it today. What is that? It's a flake of something. Strange. Okay. Say hi when you hop on. I would love to talk to you. I got my new Color Street spring nails today. Spring manicures. I got 2 of them. They're so pretty. So because this is a lighter color, like I said, I can come all the way across the eye without closing it off. And because it's glistening, it's going to brighten and draw attention. Okay? All right. Now let's move to Earthly. That's that medium color we used in the transition area. Okay? Where did that other... I don't know why this becomes an impossible task when you're on a live to try to find the right brush or the specific thing you're looking for, but it seems to become impossible. Okay, so this Earthly, I'm not going to take all the way across because it's darker. I'm going to only take it about halfway, a third of the way across, right in the lash line. And blending it in with that abounding. Probably to right about your pupil, I would say, is where we're gonna go. Really wish I'd have used concealer, thought about that before I did this, but oh well, pressing on. So who's on spring break right now or who just finished? I feel like this year, my school district, we went on spring break the week before everybody else. So when COVID hit, we had already been off for a week. And then COVID hit when everybody else was on spring break, so they canceled that week for us. We were off that week. And then we started back to semi-virtual something or other the week after that. But this year, I feel like most of my friends in the state of Texas had spring break last week. So it's kind of the reverse. Isn't it strange that it's been a year? So much stress last year at this point in time. So much unknown. Okay, so now we're going to use, I'm going to go in with this brush so I can keep the colors separate. This is the other end of the liner shader brush. And I'm going to use this Marvelous, okay? And I'm going to keep it back here. Okay? Don't worry, we're not finished. Keep it right in here. We haven't done the top eyeliner or anything like that yet. Okay, so now I'm going to add that Marvelous as a top liner as well. My throat is gurgling. Okay, so the trick here is to keep it thin as you move in. I can keep it thick there, but the trick is to keep it thin. I'm actually going to go ahead, I am going to go ahead and switch to this one. It's a little smaller to do the inside. And pressing it in that lash line will help as well. Okay. Then I can thicken it up as I come out this way. Using the powder, hey Wendy, how are you? Using the powder for a liner helps keep it kind of smoked out, keeps it from being, I'll wave at you, keeps it from being straight lines, very definitive lines. You can do that. That's a whole separate look. I wanted to keep it nice and soft today. So I'm gonna go back to this one to do, so it can match since this one's longer. I'm gonna start in the middle. Get it bigger as I go to the edge. And then I'm going to switch to the smaller one and move toward the middle, but I'm going to keep it more in the lash line, keep it smaller. Just keeps your eye a little more open to not have a big thick line meet this big thick line right here. Okay. So now I can move back to the bigger one and create my wing. This is super simple to do with a powder. You're just going to turn and stamp it. And you already have that color there. So it's not that big of a deal. Okay? See? That was super easy, right? You just kind of stamp it there. Now, if you want to blend that in, you can. If you want to use it as a liner, leave it and don't blend it in. When you get your mascara on, it's going to look a lot better. What am I looking for? I'm looking for this right here. I think it fell out a little bit. Clean that up. Okay. Now this eye is weird. It has a weird dent in it. So I have to turn it differently. But you're heading up, following your lower lash line. You're heading up toward the tail of that brow. It's got a weird divot in it right there, and it always wants to do something weird. Always get a little too much there. Thanks to that wrinkle. I know it looks silly now. It's because we're not finished. Okay. So now I'm going to come back with a crease brush. I told you we're going all out today. We're using all kinds of brushes. I'm going to fill in a little. Make it a little bit deeper there, just in a small V this time. Okay, and blending brush this way so I don't mess up that liner I just made. Just kind of dabbing at it. Okay, what do we think? What do we think? High drama going on. Okay, so another trick. I'm going to take my black liner. Probably should have brought brown, but I didn't. So I'm going to take my black and I'm going to do my waterline and in between those lashes. I want to try to make sure that no skin is showing in between those lashes. So I get a full solid base of color there. And the powder makes that easier because it can go fall down in between your lashes easier than a pencil can. Okay. I'm also going to do just a little on the edge here. My eyes don't do a very good job of accepting eyeliner on the waterline on the bottom. Don't know why. They just never have. Okay, it's time for mascara. So I'm going to use my lash primer first. This has vitamin E in it. It's going to condition your lashes. And right now, everything about me is dry. Everything is changing. I've never been dry. Even my eyelashes are dry. And I had started going without using my lash primer for a while because I was using my Epic Twisted as the base of my Epic 4D. And I noticed that my lashes were getting even more curly-cued and tangly, like turning the wrong way. So I put the primer back in. All the difference in the world. All the difference in the world. So you can see it goes on white and it's going to dry to kind of clear. And we're going to let it dry to mostly completely dry. So I'll do my brows in between. Again, you don't have to do the darks. You could have stopped with just the lighter colors if you wanted to. I've just been doing light for 2 weeks and I wanted to play. So we're playing. These are the ones that get really curly cued and curl in on themselves. And this lash primer makes all the difference in the world for that. This is also going to give you a little more volume and a little more length when you use it with your mascara. Also, as it dries, the polymers in it pull back and give you a little bit of a lift as well. Okay, let's do the brows real quick. I'm not an expert at brows. I've probably done them less than 10 times total ever. Hi, Jenny. How are you? So do as I say, not as I do, and practice on your own, because I'm not good at them. I got lash primer right there. Wave at you. Okay. So you go, your brow should start at the end of your nose through your tear duct right there. That's where your brows start, okay? You can probably see how dry my skin is up this close and personal. The arch of your brow should be nose through the iris right there. So that should be the arch, okay? If you're my age, one of the things you can benefit from is not bringing the line back down, but creating the line with little flecks that go out. So you don't have a line that's pulling down, and it's going to make your eye look like it's dragging back down again. Everything we're doing with our eye makeup is trying to pull it up. We don't want to use our brow pencil and pull it back down again. Okay? Then just a little bit in and go over the top. And again, from here, flick outward in little lines. You can see better what I'm doing now that I have this here. Then these are flicking up. And then we just fill. With little short strokes. I am not an expert on brows. I just started doing them myself. So they're not exactly perfect. I'm working on it. Okay. I'm going to use the other end and soften that out, soften those lines. Okay, there we go. Go back to this eye. You can take that down because it's dumb looking. Okay, so end of your nose, through the tear duct. This brow, as you can see, is sparser than this one. I have to start a little further in and draw a little more. Up to the arch. The arch should be nose, iris, right there. Okay. That's a good tip for if you're plucking your eyebrows as well. Good line of sight. Okay. Now, from here out, you're going to create a line going down, but you're not going to draw a downward line. You're going to flick out. Little short flicks. That way you don't have a line pointing down, pulling your eye down. It's more of a feathered line, okay? And we're going to come up here. It'd help if some pencil was sticking out. And all the way up to that arch. And then flick out. And we're going to flick up in here. I need to start using my lash serum on this eyebrow. It's a little behind the other one. and then fill in. I know it looks like a mess right there right now. It's all going to soften up when I use the spoolie brush. It's all going to soften up. Okay, so now lid. Nope, wrong lid. I know that looks ridiculous. We're going to soften it up now. Like I went a little Groucho Marx today, but oh well. What's done is done. It's not helping that I have dry skin in there either. It's causing it to flick. Everything is just turned dry. I've never had dry skin really issues in my life. Now all of a sudden I do. Yeah, I went a little Groucho Marx today. Soften that up. Okay, we'll add lashes and it'll look better. I'm going to go ahead and use my Epic Twisted. I'm going to use the little bitty one because it will find every lash before I use the Epic 4D. That way when I use the Epic 4D, there'll be more lashes with product on them for it to pick up. So I'm just going to place it at the base and close my eyes and drag it through. I also really like using the Epic Twisted on top of the primer because of the hydrolyzed keratin, biotin, and argan oil that is in this to help my lashes be better in their natural state while I make them look better with this mascara. Can't beat that. My Epic Twisted is running a little low. Now here's another tip. If you have light eyelashes, or if you have silver, blonde, if you have light eyelashes, or if you use this lash primer, it's good to go, or a lash primer, it's good to go back over the backs to fully coat each lash. It'll darken them up. And I just dinked. See that little dink? Just leave it alone. Come back to it when it's dry. Get it right off. Okay. Then I take my little lash comb. Now I'm going to take away some of the volume doing this, but that's okay because I'm going to add to the length. So I'm just going to drag these tines through and pull that volume that it gave me up the lash more. And get a little more length out of them. Because I can add the volume back with the Epic 4D. There we go. Gotta love it. Gotta love it. Okay. See, just this perfect itty bitty wand. Put it on the waterline. Blink your lashes through it. Now, if you have really curly Q lashes like I do on the end here, it's difficult to blink them through. They just don't want to blink through. They're just curled in on themselves and they don't want to blink through. So I come from the back and twist and pull. and then pick them back up. Okay. If you want to use the big wand of Epic Twisted, you would twist the silver part. And this has the silicone bristles to drag through your lashes better, to stay firm as they drag through your lashes. Lash comb, that's what I was doing. Also, one trick I like to do if I'm in the bathroom is heat this on warm with the hairdryer, and it'll drag through a little bit better. Okay, alrighty, time for the Daddy Mag, the finishing touch. Epic 4D. This is the one with the fibers in it. They are Y-shaped fibers, and they are infused with it, so they're not going to fall out. It's infused into the formula, so they're not going to fall out on your face. The best mascara tip is this one. Pressing it on the edge and dragging your lashes through the mascara. My Epic 4D is also running low. I have my other Epic Twisted. I need to order another 4D. Now, I watch some people that say if you dink a lot with your mascara, then look down. I have tried that. That makes it worse. For me, it's best to look up. I think it depends on how your lashes are set in your eye, and how your eye is set in your face. Because looking down for me just doesn't work. It makes a bigger mess. Puts my lashes too close to the lid. Okay. Lash comb. Get that just a little bit better. A little lash primer is still showing right there. There. Got it. Why did I close that? I don't know why I closed that. I need it again for this eye. Okay. Last eye. When you first get an Epic 4D, you're going to get so much product on it that you're going to need to wipe it off before you use it. It'll really help you with the dinking, and it'll save some of your product for you. Mine's not doing that now because I need a new one pretty soon. When you first get it, the first couple of times you pull it out, you're going to need to wipe some of the product off. Okay, there we go. Lash comb. Now, the great thing about either one of those mascaras is they're buildable. You want more? Keep going until you're satisfied. I'm going to switch back to Epic Twisted with this little bitty wand to do my bottom lashes. The perfect wand for your bottom lashes. there we go. Okay, you could keep going and going. If you wanted more lashes, add more lashes. That would be up to you. Let's go get that little dink that we made. There's just a spoolie wand. Grab that right there. And I didn't mess up my eyeshadow to get it. Okay, there we go. So we use the colors Optimistic, Abounding, Earthly, and Marvelous, and all of these are in stock. So when after this posts, I'll go back and create a shopping link that has this on there for you, should you want to get this palette. And don't forget about our Flawless 4 foundation sale. It's got your primer, your choice of foundation, and concealer, and your choice of setting for $99. We only do this twice a year. It's a great time to stock up. It's a 33% savings. That's pretty good. Or you can also choose to add on or just get our new Complexion Plus pressed powder, which mine is coming this week. I can't wait to show you that. So thanks for watching. I hope you have a great rest of your Monday or whatever day you happen to be watching this. And I'll talk to you later. If I can help you, drop me a comment. Bye.